Okay, I wasn't really expecting to do this video. I was having a hard time sleeping last night and just thought of this video topic, so here it goes. When I was a kid, one of my favorite things to watch on YouTube were parody animations, from Sonic to Five Nights at Freddy's to SpongeBob vs. Michael Jackson.
Aha!
That's a real thing, look it up. The sky was the limit for this stuff, but being a kid on your computer, tablet and regulated can lead to you discovering things that weren't made for your kid eyes. And one of those things to me was this Asian channel that I forgot the name of. I'm not sure if it was the same channel or a chain of channels. But the videos they uploaded were very anime chibi-like and very questionable to say the least. Like one of these series one vaguely remember was this one cartoon where the main joke was the main character getting out his hot dog stand and offering to strangers, mostly women, without consent. That's not what exactly happened, but close enough. I'll let you put the pieces together. But the one I am here to talk about today is this cartoon I specifically remember. It was a cartoon starring this guy and girl and their cat, to my knowledge, and you see, the guy characters wants to get the girl, so pulls a bunch of dumb shenanigans to get her affection. One of the cartoons I remember was when the guy character found out the girl did karate and tried to jump on board by also doing the same thing. The last episode to my knowledge is about them going camping and the guy, as usual, is trying to get her, but a bear comes out, attacks the girl. The guy comes to the rescue, beats the shit out of the bear, she finally likes him and they all live happily ever after. Now probably hearing that some of you might think it's Pucca, that other Asian show about getting the loved one through wild antics, but it's not. I need to make that very clear. I don't want all 22 or less of you to bring me a link that's Pucca. Anyway, I would watch this religiously as a kid, putting the show on repeat and all that. But I eventually stopped caring, since even by the time I had found the channel that was making these, their last video was at least older than 2 years ago. Again, to my memory, I don't how many times I got to say that. I completely moved on and forgot about the channel, but one thing stuck with me, one thing. A specific soundbite, I'll try to recreate it. For the last 9 years that soundbite will just play in my head uninvited on random parts of the day, and it eventually got me thinking, oh yeah, that cartoon thing I used to watch as a kid. And I would think of scouting it out until I realized I would have no way to find it, considering I don't even know its name since it wasn't in English to my knowledge. And judging no one else knows about it either. I couldn't just ask around about it on the internet to random people. That is until I heard about the Lost Media community and hearing how these guys can find anything obscure from an old Johnny Bravo talk show to AAAAW. What else have you guys found again? I went up to the wiki and put in a submission to see if anyone would know what it was. But considering there were thousands and thousands of entries and the fact I was a nobody on the site and not an established user, I got ignored, of course, 3 times. Here's where I pass the task to you. Literally you, there's probably only one person who watches these videos all the way through. I need you to find the name of this channel and specific series. This isn't really lost media, it's more of unidentified media. So okay, I'm starting to see why I got ignored on the Lost Media Reddit. I was originally gonna just have the video end there, but then I realized, why not? Have another Lost Media thing here, and here's another Lost Media search I need someone to find or give suggestions on where to find it. CharmXSSML First Grade Reaction Series. I am sure you're all very familiar with CharmX if you watched my last video. Thanks for 300 views. I know that's nothing to a bigger YouTuber, but for someone who was getting like 2 to 30 views on videos, it's something. But anyway, I mentioned it jokingly in one of the segments in that horrible robot voice. But I really do want to find that series. It was really funny with CharmX's reactions to the messed up stuff going on in the series, and once again had some great commentary by him. Unfortunately, however, when CharmX, or I guess Fresh Cut Slim now, deleted all his videos of the main channel, this was unfortunately one of the ones that fell through the cracks and apart from the 5th part. The first 4 parts are lost media. It's really weird to me how it became lost. It had a lot of views and lesser videos have been archived from his channel, so I don't know. What I remember from the videos, however, was CharmX questioning if a motorbike was a car or something like that. him getting freaked out by Mr. Winkle, the characters in the series who liked cheesy puffs, him saying that a phone wouldn't run out of memory through a few pictures, and him going on a rant about Lunchables. If anyone could find it or send it off to Blamite and Jorge or Supersonic LLQ. What the hell are these names? That would be sweet. The final lost media I need finding is another reactor, Kushoa. If you were in the SML community around 2015 to 2018, you probably knew who he was. Speaking of which, got a new video in the works, wink wink. If you asked me who my favorite reactor is, I would say Charm X, no contest. But if you asked me my second favorite reactor, I would say Kushoa. I know a lot of people only really watched him for his SML stuff, but as a 9-year-old those reactions didn't interest me that much. Again, I was more of a Sonic kid, so Mario parodies didn't catch my eye that much unless Sonic was in it. But speaking of Sonic, on August 19, 2009, a 14-year-old animated James made a series where Sonic goes to high school.
But it's the first day of school. How can you have a project? Well, you see,
And a few years later Kushoa would react to it. I already really liked the Sonic High School series when I stumbled upon his reaction, so seeing someone else's reactions to the batshit insane stuff going on was way past cool, no pun intended. It wasn't just this either. I would watch him for his reactions to Sonic Zombies, Sonic Odd Show, Sonic Heroes and Friends, or whatever that series is called, and eventually became a fan. Hell, I even followed him through his recent endeavors like his short-lived SFM career, and things were going quite well for me and Kushoa.
Bitches! Sup, motherfuckers?
Well, until one day I searched up the channel and nothing. I was like, well, whatever, we have Charm X, hopefully he won't leave in 2 years' time. It wasn't until a bit later where I found out why he left.
I'm done.
He just wanted to move on.
God's gonna be. I'm done with doing, like, reaction videos.
I was like 9 or 10, so I wasn't really digging into the community, so I had no idea what was going on behind the scenes. But apparently he was just tired of doing reactions 24/7, but his fans couldn't have it any other way, so he begrudgingly just kept reacting. Specifically reacting to SML, since those were his most popular reactions. This unfortunately isn't uncommon for channels who dedicated half their content to SML. They usually get locked in by fans to do SML until the end of time. And if they deviate, their view counts gets murdered. Hence why a lot of those SML YouTubers who said in the past that they're leaving the community or whatever usually come back not too long after. But anyway, Kushoa just couldn't take the people who forced him to just do SML. And by proxy reactions 24/7, and eventually deleted his channel sometime in 2019. In fact, he did a live stream deleting his channel live, and the whole thing with his fans only caring for reactions was very true, considering when he usually did live streams to non-reaction stuff, he wouldn't get that many people watching, but when it was about deleting the channel, the whole party arrived. You think him live talking about and eventually deleting the channel would give fans enough time save at least 80% of his videos, but no. A lot of the videos that were archived were mostly SML reactions, save for a few miscellaneous stuff he reacted to. Which again proves the thing of people just watching him for SML. The Sonic reactions are pretty much gone. The only Sonic related reactions I can find was a reaction to the final Sonic Zombies episode. All the Sonic High School stuff Odd Show. All lost media it seems. I don't know if it still exists on anyone's hard drive. They must have had very low views for them to have zero trace on the internet, but hey, will always have a special place in my heart. So lesson of the day. Let YouTubers do whatever the hell they want and save every video you watched. Thanks for watching. Also, I might have add a robot voice. Sorry, I know it might be annoying to some of you, but I live in a very cramped house and it is very loud, so there's no way for me to talk clearly in way you can understand. I'll test it out on my next video, but no, great. Bye.
if you ask me, you're overreacting.
Hey, you wanted aggression. I'm giving you gold here.
Wow, my friends are useless.